I thought this video looks fun, right? This video looks crazy. Watching some crazy people is always interesting. Again, I'm not a religious person, but this is like this guy's a very religious person. He's a Christian, so that's what he's talking about. And you can see his sign. You know, change my mind. Abortion is murder. Only male and female. Feminism is cancer. So interesting. Let's listen to this.
Like I give you the YouTube channel. Like I get anybody. It's not. Yeah, we'll be very friendly. Go for it. And I just want to give you this sign too, right?
Oh,
Like, so I'm a
okay,
Christian.
okay,
You must be born again.
I am also a Christian, so
Okay,
that's why
let's
I
go.
like getting into this. Can I see the other side again?
Yeah, go for it. Whatever one you want.
How is feminism cancer?
Yeah, it's a great question. So for me, myself, I would say all waves of feminism, but particularly second wave feminism and on, it's really just been, come the 60s onwards particularly, the ultimate goal has been anti-man, pro-woman, against nuclear family, and it's really anti-God, right? So if we take that to its logical conclusion, right, like third wave and fourth wave now, even in 2025, I would honestly ask, I mean, number one, I truly do believe that it's not beneficial. Like the definition of feminism is the fighting for the equality of sexes, male and female. In 2025, I don't believe that there's any benefit that a male has that a woman doesn't have, statistically, right, systemically. And then on top of that, though, I would also say feminism really is just against man, it's against the nuclear family, and it's against God. So for me, I would say, as a whole, feminism is antithetical to Christian values.
How is feminism against the nuclear family?
Sure, great question. Well, because by 2030, so about 5 years' time, about 50% of women are going to be childless and single, right? So the reason for this is really what's purported through feminist ideologies, whether that's like Cardi B, the media, the radio, is that I don't need no man, I'm my own boss, babe, you know, we don't need a man, yada, yada. And the problem with that is we're entering a population.
Whiskey, I love you. There's an entire generation of black women who are just lost, but there are good black women. Of course, yes, there are plenty of good black women, a lot of good black women. The problem is that the good black women are usually the ones that are quiet. The good black women are usually the ones that are quiet, while the no, this is OBS, right? OBS Streamlabs. I don't pay for it, right? I don't pay for it, so I can't stream to multiple channels. So using OBS, I'm streaming to my second channel. I'm streaming to Kick. I'm streaming to Twitch. So I can stream to a bunch of different places. But I use for Wednesdays live stream, I use StreamYard. I use StreamYard because that's where I can invite people on, because OBS it's tricky. I can't invite people on like that.
Collapse. So it would be against the nuclear family in the sense that people just aren't procreating anymore. And I do believe that feminism, alongside a multitude of things.
Now, again, if you just stream, let's say this, if you're just streaming to one place, I'll probably use StreamYard. But if you want to stream to multiple places and you want, I think I can control, right? I can control the window sizes. I can do more, right? I could do more with OBS than I could with StreamYard. So I prefer StreamYard.
LGBTQ, yada, yada. There are many reasons that are really pushing that, and I do believe that's a satanic agenda to depopulate the West, to weaken the West, and to bring more communist, atheist, secular values. That's what I'd say. But push back as hard as you want. I'm not going to be
So feminism, so the issue is people don't think they need to have children, so they don't have children.
Okay.
And then, I'm just trying to make sure I understand your point.
Go for it.
And that's against...
And I love this, right? Having a civil discourse, having a civil dialogue. That is what we need more of. Just talk. Let's just talk to each other.
God, because it's depopulating the Christian West.
Well, that's part of it, yeah. I would also say
less against God if more people were Christian, or would it be less against God if there were just more people?
I haven't used Streamlab. Maybe I should try that out. I'll try it out. I have not used Streamlabs, so I don't know. But maybe I'll try it out. Because I want to find an app or an application where you can do multiple things, right? Like the flexibility of OBS plus the I want to be able to show comments. I want to be able to invite people on. So maybe I'll try Streamlabs.
Like, what's the bigger issue?
Sure, great question. Yeah, so feminism as a whole, it's really antithetical to Christian values. I'll just give you an example, right? So Yes, so I believe the reason I put these all together is for a reason. So Margaret Sanger, right? She's who funded Planned Parenthood. Margaret Sanger herself was a hard atheist. She was a eugenicist. She was very against Christian values. She was one of the furthest people that really pushed in the 60s the feminist wave, which really is Planned Parenthood. So abortion pills. That's another thing too, right? So like the abortion pills, not procreating. She was one of the biggest proponents, again, that was against the Christian value system because God tells us to be fruitful and multiply. So it's very antithetical to not get married as a Christian, to not reproduce. And I believe that's exactly what feminism is. It's I don't need a man. Let's both be single. Again, you can search it in your own time too. Don't take my word. In about 5 years' time, almost 50% of women are going to be childless and single. I believe that's been a plot. And I believe feminism is absolutely alongside abortion, Planned Parenthood, atheism, secularism. Because the thing is just hear me out, right? You cannot. If you're a Christian, you're not going to subscribe to those values. So of course, if you are a feminist or pro-abortion, usually speaking, you have to be a secular or an atheist. Like they both completely contradict.
Okay, so I feel like this is segueing actually into abortion.
Okay,
So,
go for it. I thank you for being respectful too. Some people,
absolutely.
some people are.
If you can't discuss something with somebody you don't agree with, you can't have
That's
that
amazing.
opinion.
Yeah, you've been great. I lived in Canada beforehand, so I'm used to people being like very, very not good. But go ahead, yeah.
Okay.
Abortion?
So, it's unbiblical to not procreate.
Forcefully, yes. Now God says you can be celibate, but forced celibacy would be
That
yes.
part of the Bible where Paul says, like, the condition in which you came to Christ, you should stay in that condition. Where's that figuring in?
What do you mean by that? The condition you came to Christ?
So,
What verse would that be?
I'm really bad with verses. I'm really sorry, but in a lot of his letters to the church, I feel like it might be in Corinthians, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, I might know which one you're talking about. It might be the celibacy thing.
Yeah.
Basically, my buddy says, like, yeah, like, he's basically what he's saying. He's like, if you are single, don't go out of your way to seek and force a marriage. Or if you're married, don't go force your way to be single. But again, right, the Bible as a whole interprets the Bible. We are called to be fruitful and multiply. Jesus speaks about that a lot, too.
So if a woman chooses to stay single,
That's not necessarily a bad thing, no. But if
Okay.
it's forced celibacy and let me put it this way, and then sorry, I'm gonna let you go. If it's forced celibacy, if it's antithetical to God, if it's against children, that spirit would be. But just celibacy in and of itself, like I'm married now, I was celibate for 4 years. I thought I was gonna be celibate my whole life. That is not anti-biblical, no. But forcing it and rejecting it and pushing or purporting an idea that's contrary to that would be like nowhere. I was celibate for 4 years. Would I go tell people marriage is bad, just be alone by yourself? No, I'd say there's different callings.
okay.
I'm not political, I'm not with Trump.
I didn't hear
Come
what-
chat. Come chat. I'm not with Trump. Where's Trump in this? I'm Canadian. I'm not even from here. It doesn't make sense. That's fine. No problem.
You see the guy trying to hold her back. The guy was trying to hold her back.
Come chat then. Come debate.
Okay.
That's fine. No problem. These guys do. You can come chat. If you're gonna calm down, you can come chat.
So what qualifies as forced celibacy?
Great. Yeah. Forced celibacy. Forced celibacy.
Or what?
Yeah. If you want to come chat, let's chat. Give me your debates, your arguments. What are your arguments? I'm not for Trump. Nowhere's Trump on the sign.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not a
'cause
Christian.
All of that shit's related to Trump.
So would you say you're being like respectful to people with like different religions? Like as a Christian, just expressing my religion, you think this is like productive behavior?
Because
Just shutting me
none
down?
of that,
Right.
None of that
Right.
should be here.
Oh, that's fine. You can disagree. We live in America. That's great. We can have a friendly chat. You don't have to yell and scream.
No, we're not going to be friendly because all of that is
This.
hateful rhetoric.
Oh, that's fine. You can agree with that. I mean, we're having a very friendly civil conversation. I have no problem chatting with you. We be
Really,
calm.
because abortion is murder. I have PCOS.
Yeah.
So if I were to get pregnant, I'd probably die.
So then don't get pregnant.
Then don't. Yes. Why would you? Okay. Don't get pregnant. No one is forcing you to get pregnant. This is the insanity of a lot of women. Okay. Pregnancy is an option, right? It's a choice. It's a choice. Pregnancy is almost 100% a choice. You have condoms. You have pull it out. You have don't have sex. You have so many forms of birth control. You have plan B. So you have so many ways not to get pregnant. Getting pregnant in today's day and age is 100% a choice. 100% a choice. If you even, I mean, like I had a girlfriend who, it was scared, right? We got scared. 100%. That day we bought plan B. Okay. We didn't use a condom. So it was a risk. So that day we used plan B. I bought her plan B and boom. It's like, seriously, it's like, you neglect shit. It's like some people who, you went raw, but you don't buy a plan B and use it, and you decided not to use a condom. You decided not to, you decided to have sex. There are ways not to get pregnant. Getting pregnant is 100% a choice. It's not forced on you. I mean, and God forbid if it is, but even that, you can still get a plan B.
Pregnant. Simple.
So what if I get raped?
Do you know the percentage of rape here? I'm going to talk to
Okay,
her.
shut the
Oh,
fuck up.
okay. That's it, guys. That's the fruit of it. Whatever secular atheism running away, but that's fine.
Pro-rape, by the way.
Okay. Do you see the false allegation? That's crazy, eh? No, go ahead.
There's a lot of that.
That's
Okay.
fine. I'm from Canada. It's way worse.
What
Sorry, go
qualifies
ahead.
as forced?
Insane if it can. Yo, Eddie, is Canada way worse? I thought America is the worst. I thought America with this kind of battling is the worst. Is Canada more woke than America? You know what? I was seeing Canada news that I think the prime minister or someone who's they're trying to make Canada a gun-free country. Gun-free country. Right? They are, I don't know if it's active or not. I saw something on the news where they are trying to tell citizens to turn in your guns. Tell citizens to turn in your guns, all citizens, and they're gonna do it in law. It's like, seriously? I mean, fuck. I don't know. It's like you have no freedoms anymore.
Celibacy?
Yeah. For celibacy, I would say, this is a great question, okay? Just let her go.
I can't even hear.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm against rape. That's absolutely horrible. I think death penalty to the rapes. Anyways, yeah. So
Canada is UK light. Canada is UK. But look at this, right? UK have a stabbing problem. Right now, the UK is having a stabbing problem. You can't run away from violence. It's just, I mean, it's not like it's worse than gun violence, but UK is having their own violent problems.
what I was saying, though, is celibacy would be, you got 4 years of celibacy. Yes, ma'am.
You piss me the fuck.
Seriously? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with the left? You have to force yourself to hate on others. You have to force yourself to be outraged. Stop with that bullshit.
Off.
Okay.
You don't belong here. This hateful bullshit doesn't belong here. And all of y'all that believe this shit.
Really? I didn't know that. I thought America, right? I thought America was the whatchamacallit, the woke capital of the world. I thought so. Really? The Canadians can't fly their own flags? That is insane.
Get your fucking heads on straight. I am so fucking tired. You are reason why
Yeah.
we are falling apart as a fucking country.
Gotcha.
And I don't want to hear, oh, do you know the percentage of rapes that happen? Rape happens every fucking day.
Didn't say didn't.
I understand how you feel, but this is not like this
Every
is not the
fucking
way
day.
to
Yeah,
go.
I'm
And
against
I don't
that.
care because you're probably looking at me like, oh, who would rape a fat bitch like you?
Never said that.
She
Don't
never
care.
said
What
that.
the fuck's wrong
I
with
don't
that?
care.
Gotcha.
Why should a man have a say over a woman's body, first of all?
Well, a man has a say over a man's body, too. Like, I wouldn't want you to hurt
I don't believe
somebody.
in God.
That's fine. You don't have to.
I don't believe in
Yeah,
God.
well, you can't murder somebody, right? So it's not just
Can I
with
ask you a
abortion.
question? Can I ask you a
And I have no problem with Christians that actually act like Christians. That's not acting like
How have I not been acting like a Christian? You've been coming here yelling at
because
me.
you're anti-abortion, for one.
Right.
It has nothing to do with you. Are you a woman?
No, I'm not.
Do you?
Whiskey. Thank you for the dono. If you live, you will suffer. Life is unavoidable suffering. Do not become nihilistic in your suffering. There's light and strength in suffering. This is a thing where this is a problem, right? We have too many people who are so entitled, right? They think the world is against them. They think that they're such victims of the world. It is tiring. The left promotes this victimhood.
You have a vagina?
But-
Do you have a no?
But in
Are you a
2025,
woman?
I could identify
Are you a
as it.
woman?
You wouldn't be able to tell me otherwise.
Oh, so you're anti-trans too?
Says who?
You just told me that.
Anyways, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna ignore
I
it.
should beat the fucking shit out of
You want to go to jail?
Can I ask
Oh, I'm not scared. I've got cops who are family here.
Oh, no
Please
problem.
don't get violent.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we'd rather
I'm
not.
Sorry, but like,
Yeah, there's
I'm
no-
not gonna
there's-
do
yeah,
it.
there's
The
no need.
hateful shit. I am
I
so
don't either.
tired of this on my
Listen,
campus. I am
I'm
so
a
tired of
Christian.
it.
I'm tired.
Imagine being and you're pro-abortion or anti-abortion too.
No, she never said that.
Pro-life. Okay, like if I'm not anti-abortion in here,
It's just this country is falling apart, and people like you are part.
No, it's people like her. It's people like her that is fucking ruining America. People like fucking her. I'm sorry. It is the left. It is the left that is fucking up America. Yo, Jay, what's up, my brother? Like Jabba. It is women like this, right? Like I said, women like this is fucking up America. They fuck up our entertainment. They're fucking up the dating scenes. They're fucking up politics. Women like this is fucking up the world.
of the fucking problem because you're so goddamn
But it's
brainwashed.
also
Okay.
people like you who just pick a fight for no reason.
People like me?
yeah,
you haven't
people like
actually
you.
let him speak.
No, because I'm not believing all this
I
bullshit.
don't believe
Abortion
it
is
either.
not fucking
Listen, I
murder.
don't believe
Okay,
it either,
then,
but you're
like,
making us
discuss
all
that.
look
You're
bad.
not even a
make
fucking
him
woman.
believe
You have
that.
no fucking say. Oh, do you know the percentage of rapes that actually happen? Do you know how many women actually get believed?
And you think that you see all those people watching this? This right, I mean, this is why I want freedom of speech. This is why I want freedom of speech. Because shit like this, right? You play shit like this, it will deter people. So many people are leaving the left because of this insanity. This right here made me leave the Democratic Party. Shit like this made me leave the Democratic Party because this insanity right here, this fucking insanity.
How much things get done in terms of the justice system? No, you don't.
Yeah, it's horrible. I'm against rape. I think you should.
What's up, AJ? Guys, you got to follow AJ. This is the man. This is the man is amazing. All right, follow AJ.
Should be death penalty
No,
or
you're
life in
pro
prison.
rape and pro fucking incest, apparently.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, abortion is murder. So I guess a 13-year-old girl who gets pregnant should have that baby, right?
Yeah, there's
Who
solutions
gets
for
raped
that.
by her dad or raped by her uncle should
wouldn't-
have a fucking baby.
The child should not have to pay for that since the father no.
Okay, so we live in
father should
Trump's
be paid.
America. We live in Trump's America. You're so pro-life. Y'all aren't pro-life. You're pro-birth. You want more kids in the fucking country.
We're pro-
You want
we're pro-
more workers for your capitalist society. That's what you want.
No, not
Capitalism
necessarily.
is bullshit.
Okay, that's fine. You can agree with that.
And I better not be being fucking. I'm being fucking recorded. I didn't consent to that.
Doesn't matter. We're in a public area. You came to me. And I do this for my safety too because people like you who said they're going to get violent have gotten violent. So if you don't want to be on camera, you can walk away. We're having a respectful
I
conversation.
don't want that to get posted.
I have no problem speaking to you afterwards.
I don't want that.
Doesn't
to get
matter. You
posted.
came to me. We're in a public area.
Okay, so should I break the camera then?
Give me a break. This is crazy. Hey man,
No,
can you keep
this
or
is
where's
fucking
where,
crazy.
did you not have a boyfriend? The guy?
My fiance is over there. I have 2 partners.
Two partners. You have two partners. This. Oh my God! I have a headache. I have a headache. I have a headache. This Jabba the Hutt has fucking 2 partners. 2 men. 2 men with no self-respect. 2 men, right? 2 simps. 2 fools. 2 men with no backbones. 2 men with no self-respect is shacking up with this one. I've said this before. All right? I've said this before. Women have it fucking easy. Imagine this, right? Imagine this as a man. You think a man like this would have 2 women wanting him? You think a man that looks like this, acts like this, would have 2 women by his side? Fucking no. This is why men have no self-respect. All right? 2 men will get in bed with this thing. 2 men will get in bed with this thing. Men have no standards. Men have no fucking standards. 2 men is fucking this at the same time. This is fucking insane. It's disgusting. This is insane. It is insane. She has 2 men. I'm sorry. I'm flabbergasted. I said this before. It doesn't matter. You're fat, you're skinny, you're ugly, you're pretty, you're fucking annoying, you're miserable, whatever. All women have options. I have 0 sympathy for women who can't find a man. There will always be a fucking simp out there ready to get with you. There will always be a simp out there that will be with you. Women have it fucking easy. I'm flabbergasted. Shit.
Can you? Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to my conversation. I hope you have a great day. That's crazy.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
Not gonna lie, kind of lost the thread.
Forced celibacy.
Okay.
Forced celibacy would be the problem with that is so I was with her for 4 years, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why I didn't want to bring my wife out. I usually.
Artie, you crazy. No, I would not. I would not hit that miserable thing. Seriously. Because imagine waking up to that. Imagine waking up to that miserable ass woman. Okay? I'm not even talking about her looks, right? I'm not the type of person who's that super shallow. I'm not even talking about her looks. It's how ugly her personality is. She is so miserable as a human being. This is the thing where I've said this before. I don't really judge women that severely on looks. I don't judge women that severely on looks. It's how miserable that fucking woman is. She's absolutely ugly inside. Waking up suffocated, bro. Yes, exactly.
Bring guys up here. So I was with her for 4 years.
When he hit that chick with a car. Exactly.
Okay, I thought I was going to be celibate the rest of my life. Now, what began to happen, though, is as God brought us together, of course, you're going to pray on it. You're going to be sober, vigilant. You're going to see, God, is this from you? If I would say I rejected this and I knew God was calling me and I didn't want this, then I would say that's now forced celibacy. But just because you are celibate is not unbiblical.
Okay. So if you feel like God is calling you to a person and you're rejecting that, that's forced celibacy.
But I still wouldn't say, yeah. But even with that, that's not necessarily feminism. Like, I wouldn't be for that, but feminism as a whole encompasses many things. It's not just like it's against, it's really anti-man. It's completely anti-man. Especially in 2025, it's anti-man. It is anti-nuclear family. It's anti-God. Like, I would argue she's a feminist. I don't know, but usually speaking, these are very similar. They don't want to let me speak. It's like, you're a bigot, capital, whatever. But that's kind of the fruit of it, like the far extreme. I'm not saying she is, but I've dealt with a lot of feminists.
So I would say I'm a feminist.
Whiskey. There are four authors who changed my life. I can't speak those names. I'm not good with the name, right?
Like, I believe in equality, but like equality for everyone, not just the patriarchy, but in pink.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
But would you say then, like, let's go back, let's just on this topic, right? Would you say that there was equality? Because, like, with stats, men across the board experience a far worse stat with almost everything: suicide, crime, violence, criminal offense. So if feminism really is fighting for the equality of sexes, I think it's doing a very poor job. I think it's pro-woman and anti-man. So even the legal system with as far as like who gets the child, 90% of divorces are initiated by women. So men really are being belittled. That's kind of my take.
This is what I hate, right? Like, people constantly talk about patriarchy. Men are not benefiting from society. Okay? Men are not benefiting from society. Men are just living. Men are just living in society. That's it. Men are not bothered by whatever society. Men are just trying to make do with what society is.
there's a lot of statistics you can also look at.
Yeah.
Men are more likely to commit crimes. Women are more likely to be a victim of a crime.
Right.
So there are numbers like it's hard to point to the wage gap now because so much of what women do is unpaid labor.
Okay.
It's not necessarily that they're being underpaid so much as they're just being counted.
Yeah, I would personally disagree with the wage gap. I think there's a multitude of factors where men, right, usually speaking, they're working STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
Exactly.
Women usually are working jobs that are more nurturing, and there's that pay, right? So okay, we got common ground
the wage gap is like, it's an iffy statistic,
Sure.
but like the rates at which women encounter violence, the rates at which women encounter
Exactly. AJ said it. A small group of men are using women, and the government is to steal wealth from the rest of us men. Exactly. Facts. I've said this before. It is men at the bottom. It is men who are at the bottom of the totem pole. It isn't women. Even during when women didn't have rights, men didn't have it either, right? Men, it wasn't succeeding. Men in general wasn't benefiting from it.
harassment,
Sure.
those are much higher than the rates at which men encounter those things. So I
Well,
wouldn't
for men to women, because with just violence in general with crime, with
That's
men to men, it is significantly higher.
I feel like there's a bit of a lurking variable there because men are more likely to be aggressive.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with that too. And I would
so-
not. I would condemn that. That's part of the
overarching point there though is there are aspects in which men do need more help than women, like mental health care. Men have significantly
Suicide rate's
worse
a lot
mental
higher.
health
Yep, 4 times
outcomes.
higher, yeah.
That needs to be addressed. Like, on the other hand, though, I wouldn't say it's completely equal yet. I feel like there's still places where
I agree. It's not equal.
women are experiencing
Because it's not meant to be equal. It's not meant. I mean, to be honest, the thing is that it's equal systemically. It's equal legally. Okay, legally it's equal. In life, women and men are not equal. Right? In life, women and men are not equal, but it's equal through laws, and that's it. That is the best, and that is how it is. Okay, women have benefits that men don't have. Men have benefits that women don't have. Some women care about men, or some women care about women more than they care about men. Some men care about men more than they care about women. It's just life is not equal.
more like pain and harassment and
Okay. Yeah.
does that
Yeah, sure. Like, do you mean systemically though? Like, are you talking like as far as them getting paid less and things?
Thank you everyone for showing up. Thank you everyone for showing up. Love you guys.
Because I agree, there are bad men, there are bad women, there are bad men. I would condemn that there are men.
Con Mark. Thank you. Not even equally legally. How you saw? I love that. Tell me what do you think legally is not equal? What would you think? I would love to know. Now, I would say this, how people are treated, it is a bit unfair, right? I mean, let's say this. The court systems, they cater more to women than they do men. So, yeah, exactly. I would say that. But see, this is the thing. I wouldn't say legally. I say that's personal biases. I believe a lot of judges are the biased ones. So that's the problem. We have the human factor in it, where judges will be biased to women. Let's say they will be biased to women in family court. Judges will be biased to women in family court, where they think, oh, women should be the 100% custody, or women are too dainty, women are delicate, so they shouldn't have as long sentences as men do. It's those stupid personal biases.
Maybe we'll abuse, catcall, whatever.
But then that shows you, right? Society as a whole, I think men are always at the bottom. Men are always at the bottom of the totem pole. So, and men don't even fight for equality like women do. Women have, I've said this before, women have more power than men. In today's day and age, in 2025, women have more power than men do. I'm sorry. So socially, women have more power than men. Family court, women have more power than men.
I have to look at things as systemically as possible, right? And if it's the other ways, that's why we're here ultimately to share Jesus, to be a born-again Christian, right? Jesus says in Ephesians 5 to love your wives as Christ loved the church, which is self-sacrificial. I got to die, right,
Yeah.
for my wife, so. And that's a complete different topic too. The last thing I'll say is, being in an atheist society, I know you're not atheist, but that would much further produce the fruit of bad men, all the negative stats. We're living in Christian societies, like statistically across the board, are happier, they're healthier, they're more beneficial, and that's why people always immigrate to Christian countries. They come to America. We don't go move to China. We don't move to the Middle East. We don't move to North Korea. Everyone comes here because of our Judeo-Christian framework, whether they're Christian or not. The framework that's embedded in the West. And again, I'm Canadian, so I'm still learning the Constitution, all the stuff you guys have. But even with Canada, it's baked in there.
So, right now, actually, women are leaving the church en masse.
Yep.
And this is a little, like, point for, like, not total equality of the sexes.
That's okay.
I think people are leaving the church en masse because the church have faltered. They have the church started to cater towards women. The church has started catering towards women, and then now the church has started catering towards woke ideology. The church is weakening. Okay, they're not as strong to their faith like they used to be. Now, I'm not religious, but I would at least give them respect if they hold true to their values. Whiskey, my brother, you are crazy. I love you.
Again, I'm terrible with verses, but there's a verse in the Bible where Paul says a woman doesn't have the right over her own body, her husband does. But in the same way, a husband doesn't have a right over his own body, his wife does. I never heard the second part of that verse until I found it on my own at 17, and I grew up in church. And so, like, that's one of the things I think you have to look at where, like, Christianity is very well set up to support patriarchy because God's the father. There are denominations that, like, you can't approach the pastor. He's so much holier than you.
I would say, though, that that's the pastor's fault or the church's fault, not Jesus' fault. I just want to give you a quick example with Beethoven. Let's just say, and I'll let you go, because these are great. Let's say I play piano, and I don't know Beethoven, and I butcher it. That would be my fault, not Beethoven's fault. So a lot of churches misrepresent Jesus, but ultimately that would be the pastor's fault. So I would condemn that as well.
I don't, like, for the record, I don't think Christianity is an inherently sexist religion. I think it's a pretty equal religion. There are ways that it can be very easily construed into bigotry, and I don't like that.
But I would still say, though, that that's still better than atheism, Islam, or any other secular society in the world. Like, Christian countries are the happiest. You can go to Europe, Finland, all the Nordic. They're the happiest, we could say wealthy, but who cares about wealth? The happiest, most affluent countries in the world. And that is because of Christian values. So I agree with you. There are certain places in the Bible where it's misconstrued as misogynist, yada, yada. But it was Christianity that freed the slaves. It was the abolition of the, William Wilberforce, the abolition of slaves. It's Christians who go into the Middle East, these places to save young children. Like, even though, yes, there's some bad, I would choose that any day over anything else.
I mean, any belief system, any grouping of anything is going to have some bad attributes.
But I would say the other religions or ideologies far outweigh the bad compared to Christianity across the board. And it's just evident. I mean, just look geographically, like the Middle East, it's absolutely horrible. That would be oppression of women. We have China, we have communist countries. That is oppression of both man and woman. And I just find it a little hypocritical, not your sense, but people say, you know, Christianity, like, I'm a woman, I'm so oppressed. But we live in the West. Like, I don't think a lot of these people have actually been to, like, the Middle East where, like, they face real oppression. Are things perfect? No, they're not perfect. But it's Christianity that's giving us that freedom to be able to speak, freedom of religion. These are all Christian concepts. Jesus doesn't want to force everyone, like a communist, to be Christian. No, we want to be able to come to it. So separation of church and state, that's a Christian concept, right? That's why we have free will. If she didn't want to talk, that's okay. We just dust off our shoes, right?
Interesting. It was a fun video. I think it was a fun video. What do you guys think? I think it was a fun video.